reading Blake fucking Tarpley's message over here about I need to take some extra time for this makeup concealer and the extreme beatdown that I got from him at DFW. Hey guys, surprise! Duarte Studios.
What up? I'm back.
God. Like, what font is this? Why do I have this font? What's going on here? It's almost like I haven't been doing shit for an entire weekend and I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
Sounds about right.
Let's change this bullshit. Actually, wait, Metal Mania. There we go. Okay, now everything's fine. Now everything's good to go. Skyfall. Everyone's rolling in over here. Lou. What's up, Lou? DFW 3, The Reckoning. We got to do that. Blake did assault me. You probably didn't see that shit. I was standing in line talking to fucking World Made of Cardboard, John. And fucking Blake just comes up and grabs me and starts fucking tossing me the fuck around. I'm stepping all over fucking John. I'm like, dude, Jesus Christ, man. Like, we've got collateral fucking damage happening from this. You gotta calm the fuck down.
That's normal. But like, how did you even allow someone as tall as Blake Tarpley to creep up on you? That's wild. What were you doing? Sleeping?
It's like we were in line for Valivers. And there's people fucking shift around goddamn everywhere. Your personal space is being invaded all the time.
He hid in plain sight.
Right?
That's what it was.
Getting jostled, and all of a sudden, then I'm being fondled. You know, shit escalated.
Whoa, Jesus. All right, we're getting demonetized already.
You are tiny, Sakanan. Thank you for pointing that out. Jerk. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're like muscles if they were made in pint size.
Well, I mean, again, those little muscle action figures. I mean, that's where I'm at.
Right. You're like,
weren't they like abbreviated all to hell and back? Wasn't it muscle?
That's right. Mm-hmm. That's them. You're the poster child.
Jimmy Purvis. Got to meet Jimmy this weekend, man. Jimmy's fucking awesome. Jimmy had a do I have one nearby me? Probably. Oh yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy. What up, Smudge?
There. Can you hear me now?
Can hear you now.
Plug my microphone. Anyway, Jimmy also was like, hey, man, I got one for you. I'm like, you're awesome. I got 2 coming to me. Stop it. I love you. Because Jimmy was awesome. He ended up working out.
Nice.
Trade with Mikey. So Mikey ended up getting a clear Wraith. I did not get one in the show. I bought 3 more. Jordan, my nemesis over there at the Valverse booth. I swear to God, he opens these things and looks at it to make sure I don't get one. I'm pretty damn sure.
That's the running joke. You didn't know?
Damn it. Jeff Moe. So yeah.
Oh man, look, Trouble just walked in. I'm about to leave because this guy's always here starting shit.
Well, which one? It wasn't Mikey, right?
Yeah, of course it was. Of course it was.
Well,
say it to my face, bro.
Well, say it to my face. I'm right here.
He said, meet me at this place called The Panel. He gave me a time, and when I got there, they were like, hey, man, door's closed. You can't come in. And I was like, see?
Bro.
Never happened.
Oh, stew for lunch for $2 for emotional grief and recovery juice.
Yeah, he meant for me because I got to deal with you. So send that over my way.
I'll send it. Hang on.
Okay. Thanks.
You should see that on Zach Mo, I think.
The fax is coming in right now.
I sent it on Zelle. Stu. So now I got some more Praetorians, so we'll do that trade. I'll get with you probably tomorrow when I'm recovered and send that to you so I can get a trade because Stu's got my second one. Shout out to Stu. He's awesome. But I was going to I was like, you know what? I'll roll the dice. I'll get 3 more of those white Praetorians the next day. Gone.
See, you slept on it.
Already sold out. So I got the 3, which I'm glad I did when I did it because I was like, I'll just do my shopping tomorrow. Good thing I said, fuck that, and got what I wanted. Let's see here. So yeah, guys, we're gonna jump into it. We're gonna go talking because again, I wasn't planning on this, and then
Surprise.
randomly like, hey, I don't have a guest. You want to jump on? Let's do this shit. But for chat, if you guys want to sit there and got questions or whatever, ask about random bullshit. This is the show to do it for the next
Call me now. I have all your answers.
35 minutes or so. We got a hard out,
Let's do it. Yeah. Speed call. 30-second
speed,
questions.
speed going through that. Mikey's also not quite home yet. He's home in like 20 minutes. Thank fuck.
Oh,
When Mikey's
wow.
typing shit out like
Did
this
he stay like yesterday? When did he leave? Today?
today.
Oh, okay. I'm like, so that's fine. I thought he left like yesterday. I'm like, where does he
Oh,
live? Alaska? Like,
that's a drive. Like,
right,
holy, like what happened? Oh
right.
shit, Mo, were you on there Sunday? Oh man. Well, Sunday I'm invisible. I was really invisible Sunday. I did the Irish goodbye. Speaking of Mikey, I just sat there and one of our buddies, I'm not gonna name drop him, the man behind the scenes needed a trip to the airport. I'm like, shit, I'll just take you. Because I had my car, and then I'm like, fuck, I'm just gonna leave. Fuck it. And if you're around the area,
Deuces.
then you got a goodbye. If you weren't around the area, like Mikey wasn't, he got the Irish goodbye.
Yeah. See you later, Sally.
See ya, stupid.
Stupid.
But if you guys didn't make it, I'm gonna say the best place to watch the video would probably be on Valaverse, right? To see
I would
your
assume
stuff
so.
that we're gonna talk about. But the whole panel, I'm gonna say, yeah, check out Valaverse, but we are going to show off a little bit of what Duarte revealed for his collaboration. Let's go here. I'm going to
Love
try,
me a good collab-horation.
I'm going to say probably the entire screen is what I'm going to try this. Let's
Right. They
do.
didn't come here to look at us.
I mean, they kind of did. Hey, what am I looking at here?
A closet.
Man, what a great closet.
You can find this at IKEA for $19.95.
What scale is that closet there?
112.
I'm like, why did it start me there, by the way?
I don't
Here,
know.
let's do this. We can actually show a little bit more of the closet there.
Yeah, you could tease them, like speed through it and then just stop at the one you want. Like, go back, go back.
Go back.
Stop
There's
it.
that closet with stuff in it. Look at that, guys. Check
That's a
that
stuffed closet.
out. Is there any more shots of the closet that I want to hit? Not too much. So yeah, I think we go like, boom, we go to this one.
Boom. I like it.
Yeah, if you guys have not seen this video, which I'm going to say this does not do this justice, by the way, because you got to get it in your hand, but not even see that. I want to see the video. And I get this is, would you even say this is alpha or beta in this stage in production? Like, how would you quantify this, Duarte?
I mean, design-wise, I'd say that there's maybe minimal things. It all depends too, right? Because Bobby could sit there and say, you know what, let's go a different route with it, right? So, but I would say design-wise, we're pretty much there. Now it's just minor, requests from the factory. And, at the end of the day, the factory's there to do its job, right? And it's to produce these things at the lowest cost possible so he could sell it to everyone else at the lowest cost possible. But there might be things about it that the factory says, well, if we do it that way, it's going to be, an extra 50 cents, which might, translate to a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Or they might say, hey, well, you can go ahead and change those things and make them maybe a little rounder or a little smaller, those kind of things. And that'll help bring the cost down. So there's those variables. But I'd say as far as design wise goes, I'd say we're pretty much there. So it's just a matter of those fine details and him going back with the factory, like he mentioned on the panel, and just talking back and forth with them. And we all know that that's not something that happens in 10 seconds. So there's 2 emails could take 3 months, 6 months. So, at this point, we're at the beginning stages as far as where it's going to go. He also has to see, cost wise, if it's going to make sense, all that stuff, people, how much they like it, the ideas, the feedback, things like that. I tried to make it as modular as possible so you can use this thing pretty much with any, 1/12 scale line. But I have so many more ideas to expand on this thing. So only time will tell. And,
Yeah.
Bobby and how everybody, thinks about it.
Yeah, I'm already. You already said that. I'm like expansion packs. Yes, armory expansion packs. Because again, with people that you don't see it a whole lot. In my little studio over here. So my little studio I did for all my little pictures and whatnot. I just
Hmm.
took that super action stuff and bought a shitload of them, which was not really cost effective. But again, I'm really done with money, and I'm
Right.
like, then I'm mad when Duarte shows me this because I'm like, what? Or I could have had this. Damn it. And dimension wise, like this little shelf right here, was
Hmm.
he saying this is about the same as a Detolf? Does it
So
seem kind of
no,
small for a Detolf?
no, yeah, this will actually, it'll fit inside of a DTOF. They're actually,
Actually,
actually, so the dimensions are the wall itself is 10 inches, right? It's a 10 by 10, and then the floor is a 5 by 10. So theoretically, you can actually add one more piece of floor and like a half wall and give it that 15 by 15 cube, which is more DTOF sized. But what he was alluding to is the idea of the expansion on this. Not only do we want to just be able to go left and right to make this like a garage or a warehouse, but I would like
yeah,
to go upward with it. So what he
yes.
was saying was, we can put this, you can remove the glass from your DTOFs and literally stack these on top of each other with ladders or stairs and make it a whole multi-level kind of skyscraper setup with this too.
That's a 100% what I want to do for my setup. Again, I'm being
Hmm.
selfish. That's what I want
Right. Hey,
personally.
listen, but it matters because there might be 30,000 more of you that
I
want the
want
same
to do
thing.
that. Yep. Oh, here we go. Scott Hughes needs some gunsmith fixtures and tools.
Yep.
Let's see what other pictures do we have here. Let's just go to that second one right there.
That's why I wanted to go with, having the desk, the bench, right? The
Yep.
stool, where you can break apart your gun and clean it out and do all that stuff. And, Bobby wanted all these racks and different style racks and,
I
you
thought
know,
this was cool right here.
yeah, the inserts. That was one of the things I really had a lot of fun with because that grenade, and so those grenades are the Valaverse grenades, the pineapple and the smoke. And if you look at those two holes that I left open, you'll notice that there's like a bore hole and then there's that more flanged hole. So what that allows is for you to be able to put either the smoke grenades or the pineapple grenades because it works for both. So you don't have to pick and choose or buy, one insert for one and the other. That insert works for both type of grenades.
Which, yeah, that's damn handy right there.
Hmm.
And it's again, so Valiver stuff.
Yep, all of Valor.
Everything's designed around all the Valiver stuff.
Hmm.
But a possible expansion.
Right. Well, and I mean, listen, at the end of the day, we did the peg wall system so that we can make more styles of pegs where maybe this peg will allow for, this weapon or this thing from this line. And there's just so much option for
Yeah.
expansion that, yeah, it's endless.
Because you're gonna get people that are like, well, I don't like the Valiver stuff, but I really like this. So I'm gonna buy
Right.
this for my
That's cool.
classified, for my monster force, for
Yep.
whatever. You know
Whatever.
that's gonna happen.
Absolutely. As it should.
Curb stomp, I need a bunch of these. Hell yeah, you are. But yeah, I mean, everything that they were showing that panel was really awesome. Score again. This is where I'm excited about it, not just because this guy was my roommate for the weekend, right? It's
I
because it's
forced you.
cool. It's fucking cool shit, is what it is.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites there too. That's the insert for the magazines, and it also doubles as a pistol holder so that you can put it in one of the deeper, as you can see in that second picture you just pulled up,
Bring that over there.
the deeper well drawer. The second one is deep enough that you can stand the handguns there and fit them in there. And then the third drawer is even deeper, which is that, we call it the junk drawer, right? Where you just throw all the random shit into it. But all those
Yeah,
inserts will work with all those drawers.
yeah, that is awesome. Because that's the other thing I keep running into a lot with my accessories, right? We end up with these, those toolboxes. However you do your assortment, right? How Laser
Hmm.
Pants does it, me. We're all sitting there and we'll have this, this is how we do our accessories. Where I like being able to like put them into the display somehow, some way, even if it's in a drawer. I like this versus in my toolbox over here.
Right, right.
So yeah, this is fucking cool. I'm gonna rave about this for a hot minute. This thing, I mean, I do. I want to paint that son of a bitch to look like ballistics gel. I just, even if I do this stand, then I want another one that I can
Hmm.
do like ballistics gel and paint
So
it up like that.
that picture you're looking at, for people that may have seen my torso before, where it was literally just like a cool little stand at the bottom, a metal rod, and it had the torso so you can put your plate carriers on it, right? Well, Bobby wanted to expand on that. So then we did the skull. He wanted to do a skull helmet holder, and we wanted to put it on the wall, right? To kind of put it all across and have all the different helmets. But then he was like, ah, man, we can make an attachment. So I did like a little metal rod, kind of like the bottom to match, to have the skull go on top of the torso. But then Bobby saw it and he was like, you know what? Why don't we just put a ball on it, and then we can actually put any of the heads on it? But also now the skeleton head can be used on the figures as well. So that's a double. And then
Yeah.
he was like, I want to be able to put the belt and the thigh rigs. So then I came up with that insert piece, which
Yeah.
technically you can pop all that off and still go back to the classic, just that metal rod, which would work perfect for that ballistics gel look you're talking about that you would want to do.
Yeah.
And technically you can use those pieces elsewhere as dio pieces or just holders for the thigh rigs and the belts and things of that nature, but it shares the same diamond plate base as the bottom, so it matches aesthetically, and you could move it around, and your diamond plate base is just a solid diamond plate base. So if you want to just do multiple bases and do like a warehouse, a garage for your Vanguard, a helipad maybe in the future for the one that he's going to be dropping soon, hopefully, right? That I
Yeah.
think Ramen did the stand for. So a lot of cool stuff, man. He's got a lot of stuff down that pipe of ideas. So it's just a matter of what makes sense, I guess, But he is obviously knows more about that than I do.
Oh, and yeah, with his reveal of the fitness stuff, yeah,
That
what
was
he's
cool.
saying right now, the Army Space plus the workout gym coming together, which again is what I've got right
Yep.
fucking here right now.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this and I get my fitness shit.
Right. I mean, technically, there's gyms in armories, right? So you could do whatever you want.
Oh yeah, I mean that's immediately where my headspace went with this over here. I mean, I got an arcade, I got a bench, my pull down machines on the other side. I mean, guns, TVs, workout, like everything. I love that kind of shit. So that's right up my
Yeah.
alley. Robert's here. Removable inserts. Yeah, because on the drawers, you can remove all those, correct? You can
Oh yeah.
shuffle those around.
All the drawers are completely empty, and those inserts they're all compatible with each other. You can slide them in, and if you actually pull up one of the other pictures, I think the magazine one will show, or the grenade one should show it too. Yeah, right there. So if you look at the external handle itself, and then you just look up a little further towards the magazines, you'll see what looks like a little protruding lip. That's there intentionally for us guys with fat fingers to
It's
easily just
right
pop
there.
that insert right out.
Oh yeah, okay. I
Yep.
see what you're saying
Yep. You
right
just
there.
literally lift that thing right up. Exactly.
Hell yeah. Let's go back there. I'm gonna go back to that thing real quick.
Your
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, being able to sit there and throw your backpack on it. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's just fucking cool. And yeah, everyone's gonna be using that and popping that on their
Well,
action figures and those
well,
skulls.
the thing is too, and that's one of the things that I completely forgot to take pictures of on the wall itself. But the backpack will peg into any of the holes in the walls itself, so you could do a whole backpack thing. But when I did that, because he did want a spot to be able to mount the backpacks, I was like, you know what? We're missing that one thing. So let me add that one hole right in the back in the perfect location. So when you put his plate carriers on, if you want to do that, that'll look cool. Cause that right there almost looks like a mannequin display at like a gun store?
Yeah. Oh, Sammy's got a good point. Yeah, but everyone uses action force weapons for their classified figures. You're not wrong, Sammy.
No,
Or
no.
like pretty much any of my weapons I'm using. God, I'll say 85%, but it's probably higher. It's probably 95%. But I'll say 85 for the purpose of the stream.
Right.
Marvel Legends, like everybody gets on there.
Yeah.
Oh, Caps Lock is here. 49er Brian. What's up, 49er Brian?
Caps lock. That's a good one.
Whoops. Dropped a live grenade in the drug drawer. Oh, no.
Boom.
Oh, yeah. With the workout gym, too. That's good. Yeah. But like using that, three ladies can use that for some Tybo action. Put that on there.
Hell yeah. Make a little
for
insert with some
kickboxing.
pegs with a little mirror so they could stare at themselves when they're pumping that iron, you know?
Well, no, I was using that torso for kickboxing, right? Do a little Tai Bo
Oh,
thing.
yeah, yeah, that's true. That is very true.
I think that would be fucking cool as shit. Head cam and people still leaking in here. What Fantasia? What do you mean? It's all too bad it's 1/12th. That's the devil scale. Yeah.
Hey, but look, Bobby jumped into the 118 scale, right? So who knows if the 112th one is successful, he might say, hey, let's scale this thing down to 118 scale. I mean, that's very, very doable.
And let's talk about that. So, from an engineering standpoint, I've heard Mikey's talked about it. Going
Mhm.
bigger, taking that and upscaling it, there's more details you got to work in. What's the
Right.
reverse of it? Is it easier to take something like this and then downsize it?
Well, exact same concept. If you reverse it, chances are some of that smaller, cooler detail in 112 scale, now you lose it in 118 scale because it's just not very possible to do it. But we make like trade-offs, right? Because like I didn't see up close, but I believe that the 118 scale figures, they don't have plate carriers similar to the 112. They're like on the body like old school GI Joe, correct? And just painted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then there would be no need for a 118 scale mannequin other than just having it sit there naked because there's no plate carrier to put on it or helmet or anything like that, you know?
Yeah.
So he might not scale that down, but he might scale down the wall, the floor, the gun racks, the cabinets, you know, all the stuff that, you know, we still have little mini guns, so they got to be put somewhere. So, but in that picture there, you'll see up against the wall on the right the four gray weapons that come with the crimson shadow figures,
Yep.
and those hooks that are holding up on the wall, they're actually J hooks that can be used for long rifles like sniper rifles, DMRs, you know, M4s, whatever gun you want to use. But if you look closely, just one J hook is sized appropriately so that it's a M4 magazine holder. So any gun that uses an M4 style AK compatible, they'll all hold it just on that and give you that cool levitated look.
Brother, yeah, I'm all for that because the way the super reaction stuff works, I have to get this weird kind of measurement for each gun
Oh,
and then
okay.
offset them to try to and then put them there, but don't have them look janky either when you're
I
looking
got
at
you.
them.
I got
So
you.
yeah, this will be awesome for what I'm trying to think of how many guns he's got that use that clip.
Oh, it's a lot. It's quite a few. I think it's at
Yeah.
least a dozen. Yeah, at least a dozen that use them.
But yeah, this right here. And if you don't have a lot of space, that's perfect for that. And if you do have
Right.
space, then the modularity of building this up, man, is awesome.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh, I didn't even know she had the Praetorian energy weapons in there.
Yep. They fit right in perfectly. And they can go up against the wall with the J hooks as well if you wanted to, like in a horizontal. But, you know, that's just showing the sizes because those are all the longer guns that Bobby makes. Even the sniper rifles there, the
Let me go back.
camoed one right in the middle.
Oh, yep. I got you.
Hmm.
Like
I believe that's
blowbacks
the
gun.
yeah, yep, that's blowback's gun. I believe that's the longest one that Valaverse makes. I could be wrong, but I think that's the longest weapon. So
Well, he's got that the Barrett, right? He's got that super long sniper rifle.
no, well, that's the one that came in that green case. That's the one that came in that green case. They came with why can't I think of his name at the moment? They came with the ghillie suit and all that stuff. I believe
That's
that's the
blowback,
longest.
right?
I believe so. Yeah, it's
Because
blowback.
yeah. But no, yeah, this is everything that I've wanted for mine. So again, I'm being selfish.
Hey, it's cool. We got needs too, right?
Yep. Needs must with the devil dries.
That's it.
Here we go there. Yeah, that shit was it's cool. And again, I mean, I want more hype built around this, but we got to get closer to a an actual date, right? We got to get some things nailed down. Then we really hype
Right.
the shit
Well,
out of this thing.
I think, you know, and I can't speak for him, obviously, nor would I want to, but just speculation, I would assume based off of what he showed us and what he said that obviously the priorities are things like Series 6 and stuff that's
Yeah.
actually on its way in the pipeline, you know, and you know, he's got movie talks and stuff like that. So I'm sure the guy's on the phone all day, every day, and you know, one thing at a time. So I'm here whenever we need that next step. But ultimately, at least we put it down. People are talking good things about it. they've said good things
space.
about it. So right, it's in the space, it's in the ether now. So I'd say it's just a matter of time and information.
Oh yeah. Well, hello, laser pants. I'm gonna throw
Help!
this out
Oh,
there.
why gotta
I
be a lady, bro?
Yeah, why? Why, dog? Laser pants doesn't
Damn,
he doesn't see gender,
damn,
so
bruv.
everything's the same to him. Everything's just this homogenous thing, so he doesn't know that.
I'm starting to think that he doesn't see it all and he just echolocates like a bat and his eyes are just there for decoration. That's what I'm thinking.
He echolocates like a bat.
That's
That's
what
what
I'm
that weird
starting to think.
screech is that comes out of him. Everyone, yeah.
No. That's when I go and chihuahua his ankle and just,
Well,
snip
they
at it.
started doing it to me, you asshole. I'm
He
like,
started doing it to you?
yeah, I'm like, what is this shit,
Oh, he was paying it forward? That's awesome.
fucker?
But but you're like mad short, so he like literally had to go all the way
He had,
down to
yeah, it was some work. Yeah.
wow. That's respect.
But yeah, this is another convention where I ended up talking to everyone but him way more. I ended up talking to fucking Bobby far more than fucking Laserpants. I ended up talking to Mrs. LP and his boy way more than I ended up talking to fucking Laserpants. But
Word.
yeah, these conventions, man, are nuts as far as like what do I say, time allotment. I don't know the best way to describe that is, man. But yeah, you just end up talking to who the hell you can talk to as shit just I don't know. God, I don't want to talk about too many details, but how plans just don't come together until they do.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
We'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
Cortez 82. Me and my daughter got to meet you guys at DFW. Hope to meet you guys in next year. Awesome. That was far more children that I took pictures with that I didn't think. Like I'm sorry, don't watch my content. This is kind of okay. We're all kind of all right
Right.
here. But like
Dude,
mega
I thought
powers?
that was one of the coolest parts for me, man. And like and I just it caught me so off guard because I don't expect that at all because I would have been prepared, right? Like names and stuff, but there was this family there. And I believe they were wearing like Valiverse shirts one of the days and stuff, and it was like a little boy, little girl, the mom and dad. And like I just remember walking past and just smiling at everybody. And I passed the Valiverse booth and I hear and then I feel like a little tap and I look back and it's like this little boy and he's like, Mr. Duarte, can I take a picture with you? And that
Mr.
was like the
Duarte.
coolest moment ever, bro. And then the mom was like, "Thanks, Mr. Duarte." And I'm like, "Yeah, bro, awesome." Like that was the coolest shit. I felt like a superhero. I'm like, "Oh, this little guy watches my stuff. That's awesome."
Dude, so this is me, in my headspace being selfish, thinking about, how I think it's weird. Like this is the most amount of people. Like I'm like, why would you possibly want to talk to me? Much less have my
Right.
autograph.
Right,
How
right.
often does that happen? I just assume this was something that's normal for you.
Nah, not really. Because honestly, like what's more normal, I guess that we could say normal, and I'm only using normal because it's what happens the most, right? So I guess we would just say that what happens usually is that I'll get somebody obviously who's older, not like a child, and it'll be either another artist or just somebody who just really likes my artwork or my style or my videos or whatever it is and that they say, and they'll come up and tell me how much they like it and what it did or what it's doing or inspiration. Those are usually my favorite stories, right? Because I want to inspire people to do not even what I'm doing, but just whatever makes them happy artistically, right? To just put it out there. Because all this AI concern and stuff, like, and we talked about this over the weekend, and
A
there's
lot.
just so many things that AI can't do as humans, as artists, right? So there's still a lot there, right? So I don't want people to be discouraged. But when you get like a little kid, like, no, I'm not used to that at all because like you said, technically this isn't really kids content, even though I try not to curse like a sailor when I'm on these podcasts, right? We do it in
Yeah.
person, it's different, but try to be mindful, especially if there's kids around. So nah, like to me it's just usually like another artist or somebody who's really supportive and they just want to tell me how nice my work is. That usually happens mostly, but the kid thing, never, bro. Like this was probably the first time that it happened to me twice, like two
Yeah.
separate kids, and that was really cool.
I was 3 because I had Chad Zombie Finger.
Mm,
Did you meet him?
no,
So he had
I don't think so.
he had his little girl there. So
And maybe I did because I'm bad with names. So if I did, forgive me.
I
But
did. I was doing pictures at least. I was like, okay, I'm gonna at
okay.
least try to remember to get a picture, and I might not remember your name
Hmm.
because there was a lot of people that I was not expecting. I was like, my God, this is a lot of people for me to get saved in my old cranium here.
Right.
But yeah, Four Feathers talking about how the setup for the Punisher is an obvious one. right? But I
Yeah.
like Nico saying, or you could store your weed in it if you're
Oh,
into cutting grass and you're into, taking care of your lawn
I mean,
clipping.
listen, you could put whatever fits if it fits the ship, right?
If it fits, it ships. Oh, let me get back up to here. John Toole actually had good questions. Is ultra realism the best future for Action Force? I mean, but he's got Praetorians, so I mean, it's that kind of future realism, right?
Yeah, but ultimately, I mean, again, without giving away things that I've talked about with Bobby behind the scenes, there are, if we push this thing forward, there are a lot of additions that will make this even more universal. That's all I'll say, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, that there will be, like, this is already very modular and very usable with so many scenarios, so many brands, all that stuff. However, there is definitely more things that could be added that will take this thing to so many more levels.
Bullbax is a different rifle, not the 50 BMG. Thanks, Tom.
Yeah,
Rowdy
I
gamer.
actually just Googled it to make sure that, fact check myself. So that sniper rifle that we were showing is from the deluxe blowback and comes in that green case.
Yeah, that one.
Yep,
Yeah, the one that comes in the case. Yep,
yep,
correct.
that's the one.
And then, yeah, Stitch Gurr, another one. Now, his child was a little bit bigger, right? But again, it was
Hmm.
cool meeting family. And right, he's got his
Right.
son introduced. I thought that was really awesome meeting Stitch Gurr, man. It was awesome meeting him.
Yeah.
Oh, and then Tom, speaking of Tom, goes, can the deep drawer double stack the insert? What? Can the deep drawer double stack the inserts?
Yes, it can. The only thing is that first insert would have to be solely for, well, if you did it that way, actually both inserts would have to be solely specifically for the magazines and not the handguns, because the way it's designed, when you put the magazine into the insert, it'll pretty much sit there. But the handgun, you have to put it in like this and it sticks out. So this part wouldn't allow the other one to sit on it, or for the drawer to close if you had one on the top. So if you just did the double mag insert on the bottom, yeah, it would basically be a double stack.
Also, Robert knows how to get me to go, ignore me. Fucking, I love Venture Brothers. Thanks, Dan. It's weird to want to talk to Zakana. You were correct, Dan. 100%. Why in
It's
God's
funny.
earth anyone wants to is beyond me.
Oh, bro, you had people wanting to talk to you all the time. I literally called it out a few times, like, "Hey, celebrity, somebody's coming over here for you," and
Celebrity, I know
"You're
you.
like, you're like, what?" And then they're like, "Hey, Zakaden."
And then Duarte does one of these things. He's like,
Told you.
told you.
They're not here for me. They don't know who I am.
Yeah, that was good. Oh, Jeff, there's another guy I didn't get to go have dinner with or lunch with. It just was not aligning, but this man was busy selling stuff at his booth over here. Jeff Butler, nowhere man child. Looks like you got home safe, I'm assuming, sir. You're not
Yeah,
still there, I'm
yeah.
assuming.
No, definitely not. Got home. We were delayed though for a little bit because they had to change a flat tire on our plane. That
What?
was fun.
When
Yeah,
you left?
yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Okay,
Yep.
tell that story real quick. You're sitting on there
Uh,
on the tarmac and you're like, dude, this was when
no,
you're on the plane?
no. This is, they literally called us up. Like, we were sitting at the terminal waiting to load up and stuff, and they're like, "All right, groups A, B, or 1, 2, 3, whatever it was." Whenever they called our group, I don't even remember, but whenever they called our group number, we got up, and I specifically remember looking over to Ninja and saying, "You know, fucking hate when they call us up just to make us stand in this fucking line for another 30 minutes. Like, how about you call me when it's actually time to go in? I'm not trying to stand with this heavy ass book bag on my back, and I'm already annoyed because it's delayed. I don't remember what it was delayed for, but it was minutes, right? And then it went from we'll arrive at 10:35 p.m. to 10:33. So we're like, cool, 2 minutes early. But as we're standing there, I remember saying that to Ninja. And the minute I said that, we hear an announcement. And they're like, I'm paraphrasing now, but they're basically like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, sorry, we got a flat tire we're changing. Sit down, we'll call you back up when it's your time." So that was a whole nother 30 minutes.
Oh, Lord, man. But now here's me. I'd rather get stuck not on the plane.
Right. Me too. But here's the deal. When they finally, about 30 minutes later, they're calling us up, and the girls had gone to get food. and we were or snacks or whatever, and we were just sitting there, and we're like, all right, let's get up. Got in line, and then we got past the check-in. We're like, cool, we're walking through the tunnel, but we're in the building.
Yeah.
And we're like, why the fuck is the AC not on in the building? We're in the building. We're not even like in the tunnel to the plane, which I could understand if they didn't have heat or AC, whatever, because, you know, it's moving, it's telescoping in and out, whatever. But the fucking building, bro, that shit was hot. So then they had us standing another 10 minutes in that hot ass hallway. And I'm like, yo, I hope the tunnel is at least AC from like the plane, you know,
Yeah.
coming in, whatever. Then we go in. So we're going in a room that's 50 feet tall, all glass, and about 20 feet each way wide. So you got plenty of breathing room into a tunnel that's literally about 10 by 10, that's hotter than Satan's balls. And we are sweating like drenched. And I got a hoodie on because the plane's going to be cold. I got a hoodie, I got pants. Bro, I could feel it trickling down my back. I was so
Oh,
aggravated, bro.
man.
Got in the plane. I turned the little tube thing and let the
Oh, get the
cold
air in
air
there. You're
hit.
like,
Bro,
oh.
I thought I was going to pass out. I'm like, yo, it is hot, bro. It was like a sauna. Yeah, man, a delay sucked.
So yeah, it looked like Mrs. LP and Gavin are stuck in Houston right now due to lightning. That sucks.
Oh man.
So
Well,
now
listen,
he's hoping they'll be around.
I
Yeah.
rather them be there than like be on the plane flying through lightning and
Oh
shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
listen, bro,
Get
another
home
day's another
safe.
day, bro. Exactly. That's more important. Like, you trade places with them, bro. You go through the lightning, you'll be fine. You got plenty of flesh to give. It's okay.
My whole thing though on that plane that I had, like Zolocon, was getting delayed for I think it was 45 minutes of we were waiting for the catering cart to get loaded. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And now those planes, some of those planes, man, it feels like those seats are made of nails. It's like, what did you do to this seat? This
Yeah,
is
dude.
horrifically bad. It's like I should have sat on a hard plastic versus whatever the fuck is in this cushion, man. What is this?
Dude, I just looked over and read what LP said, bro. I swear I
Oh
thought the
no!
same
Opened up a
shit, bro.
massive cheeseburger.
Bro, yo, so it was me, Ninja, the ladies, and Blake, and we're like, yo, let's go eat. So I think we had some burgers and stuff, and the food was delicious, right? And we're about to get on the plane. I'm reading the restaurants. Oh, this is to go, and I'm like, to go where? People are fucking flying home. Like, oh wait, they take the food on the plane, and
Onto the plane.
I'm like, oh, okay, and I didn't think anything of it. Bro, I had finished eating. Everything was good. We're in the plane now. We're sitting there, got the cool air. I'm good. I'm eating some raisinets, getting my sugar levels up and stuff. And all of a sudden, this waft of just like Chinese soy sauce mixed with bad decisions and body odor just like hit me and I'm like, who the fuck brought food onto this tiny ass plane with no filtration system, bro? It stunk the whole plane up, bro. I was so pissed off. It went away about 10 minutes afterwards, but like it hit me so hard. I was like, who's eating on here that didn't
Not
have
only
time to eat
that,
before, bro?
but I don't know when planes started doing this either. It's like, when did you start allowing people? I do. When I watched the first time, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, someone walks in with a fucking nachos. Like, they let you on with just a fucking tray of fucking nachos
Yo,
and shit?
and they try to
Really?
stop you from bringing food on because the tray table's literally like this big. What are you going to put on that?
That's what
You
I'm
know,
saying.
like,
I'm like, why are you letting people on with this shit? I mean,
uh,
have airlines always done this, or has this been recent? When the fuck did they let you do all this carry on fucking food?
I hadn't been on a plane for 2, 3 years up until this past weekend, so I couldn't tell you, brother.
Yeah,
Couldn't tell you.
I don't know if that's recent or not, but now guess what? It is
Chicken butt.
6:43 and
Oh,
chicken butt.
snap.
We can wrap it up. We got to wrap it up. That was fast. It's always fast
All
when
right.
it's you and me just bullshitting.
Smooth operation.
Where are here? Let's do this. So the Valverse thing, we're on hold. We got to wait. You know,
Yep.
TBD. It's going to be to
TBD.
be determined. We're going to see some more news. Do you have a teaser for anything else that you got coming out? Is there a timeline for when people should start watching your socials for something about to drop?
Actually, technically, I don't got anything I can show, but I am technically off, gave myself off, even though I'm not. But that's my excuse of just saying I will not be answering emails, messages, nothing until most likely Thursday. I said Wednesday, but most likely Thursday because these next few days, I'm going to revamp the website and I'm going to drop a whole bunch of heat on there. So everything's in stock Wednesday. I'll probably do a little sale, you know, a little announcement, some giveaways, who knows. But I'm doing that, and I'm going to just be in the lab preparing to put together some show exclusives for Ninja's convention, because, you know, the Toy Tuber attendees need some really, really cool shit to take home. So I'm working on some of that stuff and just content. And I plan to drop a video at the end of the week. I've gotten a lot of messages from people that want me to do more of those speak my piece kind of videos and
Yeah.
stuff. So I got some really interesting topics to address in my next video, and some cool content. So yeah, that's it.
Hell yeah. Now, so where's the best place when you start dropping stuff? Is it Instagram? Is it on
Yep.
YouTube?
Instagram, Duarte
Instagram?
Studios. Yep.
Okay. Because oddly enough, I didn't have the links out there. So check this man out on the Instagrams. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
Folks, that's all we've got. Let me make sure. Oh, yeah. House Hendo, shout out to him. He was like, hey, how about a Jaws of Life set to follow up with the Ram and Shield? Who knows? Future exclusive. Who knows there?
Who
That's it.
knows?
That's it, guys. This is one thing I'll be doing. Go check out Mega Powers. Check that out. I'm going to be on there with Jersey Maniac right after this. So head over to Jerk's channel. And
Yeah,
then
yeah.
any streaming you got coming up, Duarte?
No, I don't think I have anything planned. I'm going to start talking to a few people, because once we drop the little teaser for the con exclusive for Toy Tubers for Ninja's convention, I'll definitely go on some podcasts, and we'll be on here again, and we'll be showing off all the details and features and all that good stuff, getting people amped up.
Hell yeah. So, guys, make sure to do that and then follow Duarte right there. Blake, thank you very much, Blake.
Blake's the man.
The mod. Guys, do that. And guess what? I'm going to end this son of a bitch. Go to Mega Powers, Duarte. Thank you for popping on, brother.
Peace.